Uh-oh. Someone said he's going to miss the video. Can you see the chats?
Can't see anything for some reason.
Interesting. Oh, it's trying to sync. Okay. There we go. So what did Tic-Tac-Toe say? Going to be missing the live too. Hope it goes well. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Let's see.
Weird. Now this one's backwards.
Hey, I'm live.
Well, good.
Tim Cook, what's going on? Jeff, hello. Oh, Mr. Crazy, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Glad you made it. Yeah, sorry for cutting you short on your conversation about your bike. I had to get this all set up, and that's John, the orange one. Anyway, as always with these lives, it's kind of up to you guys. On this channel, we try to keep it RV focused to some extent. On the Instagram, when I do live there, it's just whatever. Just hang out and have a good time. And I can't go live on the other channel yet, so there's nothing there. But you guys are dictating what we're doing, what we're talking about. So please, chat away. Let me know what we're talking about. Ask me questions. Whatever. Guide the discussion. And I'm sure you all know Chris.
I'm here. This thing's going really slow though for some reason.
A little bit of a delay. Okay.
A lot of delay. I mean, there hasn't even been new.
Trucker John. I think I just saw a comment pop up from you. I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
See if my phone's going any faster.
All right, so we're having issues with the comments. They're not showing up on the tablet we have set up over there. So I have a question. When making a delivery in Nevada, I know we need a permit to go into. Do we need one to come out? No. Only if you're loaded. Which is funny because we're in Nevada right now. Right? We're still in Nevada? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is funny because we're in Nevada. Well, that's working a lot better.
Yeah, that's way faster. Or not. What the heck's going on with mine? You're hogging all the internet with yours.
Question for you. I live in KC all my life. Never been to the Elms in Excelsior Springs. What did you think of it? Is that the one? Is that the hotel I stayed at when I did that reset? Is that what you're talking about, Jeff? That was an outstanding hotel. I've stayed in. I don't do hotels very often, but I've stayed in probably 4 or 5, and minus when the military was footing the bill for the hotel, that was the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag on this, so they're going to be patient.
All right.
Even on this one.
So we're having issues in getting the comments coming. They're coming in, but they're coming in slow. So bear with us. We will answer. I'm not going to say everything because you never know what kind of weirdness you're going to get down in the chat.
Jeff W. said yes.
Yeah. So we will answer as much as is plausible. So I was looking for a weekend getaway with my fiance. Yeah, I strongly suggest it. I had a great time there. The staff was great. It was a beautiful hotel. The rooms were nice. Very clean pool. Can you get most of the state online or state permits online as you approach the state? Nevada, Idaho.
Idaho, you get at the port of entry.
I get them online.
Or you can get them online.
Through the phone.
Yeah, I was going to say. Nevada, you have to call. Can't go online. And Wyoming, you get at the port.
Yep, Wyoming is port of entry, Arizona's port of entry, New Mexico's port of entry.
Yep. So really the only ones,
Idaho and Wyoming.
Idaho and Wyoming.
Not Wyoming, Nevada. Idaho, Nevada.
Yeah.
Uh,
Get me confused now.
Hi from Fife, Washington. Huh.
I'll be.
That's ironic.
Happens to be where we're headed.
So we'll be there Friday. For anybody that resets in Indiana and doesn't want to sleep in the truck, True by Hilton and Elkhart offers Horizon discounts. Is that the one right next to the Dollar General? And I think that's a Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm not sure. I don't go to Elkhart that often.
Wait, did
You
you say
can hold
Elkhart?
on to that if you want, because I got it up here now.
Oh yeah, that is Elkhart. Sorry, I was thinking Goshen. Let's see. All right, so Unfinished Business has good hotel information for those of you that want to stay in Elkhart. Tim, what am I coloring my beard with? Old age and bad decisions.
Or bad decisions.
This is all natural. I don't color it. Trucker John, my sister is getting ready to join you guys out there. She's super excited and has me interested in RV transport. Well, I hope that myself and High Mileage Helper and Weekend Trucking, you know, there's a lot of channels. It's hard to keep track of all the ones that are coming up all of a sudden. But I focus on the ones that I do because between the four of us, everything is covered. And I'm not saying that the other channels aren't putting out good content. Some of them I haven't had a chance to watch, some I have, but I know all of those people personally.
There he is.
If you guys watch the Reset channel, you know you know how well I know the Bandits. You guys have seen me at High Mileage Helper's house. Haven't actually met Weekend Trucking in person yet. If you happen to be on here, bud, we need to fix that. We need to link up, do a run together. Speaking of Mr. Helper, what's going on, bud? You guys are all great. She turned me on to you. You know, honestly, we're all here to help. Myself and High Mileage, we started our channels right about the exact same time. Weekend Trucking and Bandits were about a year after, maybe not quite, somewhere in that area. And the thing was, at the time, there was no one that was talking positive about RV transport. And all of us didn't like that. All of us knew that there was good in this. And as Weekend Trucking said, the people that are sitting here going, you can't make any money, you're going to lose everything, blah, 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 blah. They're scared of competition, which means, my bet, they're probably not doing that great of a job. They're not running hard enough to make it efficient. And they want to be able to just kind of milk the cow and be lazy. It's never been my personality, never been the way I operate. You know, yeah, I've said a dozen times that I'm doing this because I'm lazy, but I'm still running hard. Streetwalker's a year and a half old and has 248,000 miles. Let's see. High Mileage gonna smash some food. Mark Steele, hey, how are we doing? Taking a week off here, but itching to get back at it soon. Maintaining the truck and all. Much R&R needed. I need some R&R. I don't have time for it. Somebody got me convinced to try a new adventure in life.
No.
And A, it's turning out to be very expensive. B, very time consuming. But if you are into any type of off-road, go check out what's going on the Reset channel, because between now and the end of June,
Beginning of June. End of May.
right, but by the time I get that uploaded,
Gotcha.
Between now and the end of June, we're going hard on the off-road, doing a whole project build on the Suburban, and then we're gonna go test on her real good.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Most of my subscriptions are in trucking, but you and high mileage are on top of my list. That kind of means a lot to me personally. I'm sure high mileage feels the same. Thank you. Especially for someone who's not in this line of work. Well, I guess in trucking, you're already in that line of work. You know what I mean, though. Not doing this. For you to put us up there, thank you. Big Truck Bigger V has some good tips on truck trailer size and trailer maneuvering. I've seen some of his.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
Let's see. Flippin' Cow and Elkhart has some good burgers.
And fries.
And fries.
You know I like my fries.
You do like your fries. Let's see. Unfinished business. 100% right on people not working enough to make the money.
We don't make any money.
No.
Ever.
We barely cover gas, and
We work for gas.
occasionally I can splurge on a burger.
Really?
Yeah.
You make more than I do then. I have to wait till I'm with you I can get a burger. So you can buy me one.
It's this expensive truck payment you have.
Is that what it is? Mine's less than yours.
Like half.
No. Mine's $1,000.
Is it? Oh,
But I chose the small.
right. I think I did 8 years.
Yeah, I did 4. That's the difference. That's a good thing to talk about right there. I mean, used truck.
Yeah.
You can go 4 years at $1,000 a month, or you can go new truck.
And I don't get me wrong. I love the Streetwalker. She's a good worker. We're having a little bit of a lover's quarrel right now.
Yeah. It's just too much truck for this job.
Chris heard about it all day. But it's excessive. I like the turning radius. I like the 19.5s. I like the bigger brakes. None of it's needed. I like it. It's nice to have.
I like brand new Jeeps too, but I have an 18 or a 15, excuse me. You don't always get what you want.
I did not get a brand new off-road rig.
No, you did not.
Sounds like an awesome
62 or
time.
something?
Definitely will stay tuned. Mark, that's going on the other channel. That's going on Reset channel, not here.
Maybe.
Yeah, the final video might go. I might put the final video on both.
Yeah, I would.
Just because it's a huge. I mean, I know this is RV transport, but I'm doing the adventure. Oh,
Technically.
oh, loopholes. Chris found a loophole. All right, that's it. Middle of June. Watch for the final video to get put up on both channels.
You'll see.
Eating is the next best thing to unfinished business. You are correct. Sometimes the other way around. Let's see.
Man, the allergies are attacking me.
I started my
Bad.
trucking YouTube channel 4 months ago, and it's growing quickly, so I'm definitely watching you guys for ideas. Now I'm thinking about joining y'all. You know what? I have met a lot of truckers who abandoned their semi to do this. Just saying. I don't think I've seen anyone go the other way. Unless they get a semi and do multi-haul.
Yeah, I mean, I got out of the trucking business because I couldn't do it anymore.
But there's no money in RV transport.
None.
Let's see. We all make the money. What rank are you on the ranking board? Well, there was a couple of not at fault incidences. The tailgate fiasco. So that cost me. But I think I'm currently like 209. I think 208, 209. Chris is looking that up, so I'll get you that definite answer here in a second. Let's see. I keep
I'm looking
losing
yours
this.
up. I was looking mine up. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you can do both.
Maybe.
There we go. Working with the numbers. There we go. What brand is the ELD y'all run? Keep trucking. Going to be starting soon. Just waiting on plates to come in. Sucks having to wait when you buy a new truck. That is true. I bought my truck in May, and it sat until August.
What's your name again? No, I'm just kidding. You're 210.
210. Okay, I was close. I do oil field hot shot, but I enjoy your content. Enjoy learning different side of the industry.
Wow.
I'll run right now.
I'm 82 now.
Wow, Chris is moving on up. Under 100.
82.
Speaking of food, what are you guys snacking on while driving? I'm scared of blowing up like a balloon while on the road. Whoa! Voice of experience. So when I was active duty, I was running, 3 to 5 miles a day, going to the gym, doing a bunch of cardio, da-da-da-da-da. I started this job, and I kept eating the same way. And, well, it got ugly for a little bit. And I cut back. It's hard to find good food here. You can occasionally find a Subway or just a regular, like a turkey sandwich or something, but it's hard to find good food in this line of work.
Yeah.
Especially if you're ELD. What
the hell does that have to do with anything?
You can pull in, go off duty, run wherever you gotta go.
So can you.
Yeah, I gotta go off duty, and I go personal conveyance.
But, yeah.
Horizon frowns on personal conveyance. A lot.
Well, if you're just going like a couple miles or something, they're not going to say a word. So.
And, well, I found, as I've said before, this tobacco-free nicotine, which curbs the appetite, and now I eat 1 meal a day, and I've lost 18 pounds in the last 2 months. So, moving in the right direction.
And I smoked for 23 years, and 3 years ago I switched to vaping, and so I vape all day pretty much with nicotine, so,
Curbs the appetite.
Yeah. We're not trying to tell you guys to smoke or chew, but yeah, I mean, that's what we do.
That's how you keep skinny.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Crack. Lots of crack. That was the worst advice we ever could have given. Yeah. Well, that won't, will it?
I don't. Probably not. Probably not.
I would feel bad then. Oh, we got a bunch of messages on there.
ELD. Yeah, speaking of food. There, nice, not bad at all. I'm at 388, just started in July. I've had a parent pass and other things that slowed me down, but still climbing. I don't know what a parent pass is.
I don't either, unless they're talking about bringing an underage kid or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to elaborate on that.
Brian Anderson. See, you're going to make me get in here and hurt some feelings.
Oh, a parent that passed.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know that pain, and it sucks. It is awful.
I lost both of mine and within 2 months, and yeah, it's terrible.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Brian Anderson. Well, someone who came from that, why don't you start there?
What?
The green one, at the bottom.
I don't see any green anything.
Oh, that's right. The big one, the last big one. Because I think I would hurt feelings, so I'll let Chris start that conversation.
The trucker one?
Yeah.
Going to the trucker someday, each other around the truck stop, get a bunch of...
And then after he gives his 2 cents, I'll jump in.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
You don't want that on your channel.
I don't know.
That's why I don't have a channel.
why is it that when you see a line of commercial drivers, the semi is the one that dives out in front of everyone and will cut off cars, make them slam on their brakes, but an RV transporter will sit there and let 3 or 4 cars go by and then dive out? Why is it that we can sacrifice 30 seconds or a minute and we're fine. But if they lose 5 seconds, they lose their mind. You know, how many do we have passing us on the way here that we're just...
Yeah, it's absolutely stupid. I mean, we're doing 70, 71 miles an hour and
in
a 70 zone.
Yeah.
We're not even supposed to be going that fast, but I will not run 65 in a 70 mile an hour zone on a 2-lane. I just won't.
Right, because there's nowhere for someone to get around us.
Right.
It's a safety.
Then everybody passes you, and that's just unsafe. So I don't care what the rules are. I don't. On a 72 lane, I run 70.
Now,
That
on
way
a
you have
74 lane.
Yeah, on a 74 lane, then I'll run 65, yeah. But not on a 2-lane, because then you have everybody trying to pass you. Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, even at 70, everyone's passing us.
Even then, yeah. But,
Well, not
yeah.
everybody.
But, yeah. I mean, we all stayed in the line. There was a couple
Yeah.
trucks that, you know, they have to go 80 miles an hour out here, and, you know, it's
Now, that one just about took that car out.
yeah.
Because
It's just stupid.
He couldn't, I guess...
And it's getting worse and worse. I've been
Yeah.
out on the road for many, many years, and it continues to get worse and worse and worse. And I don't know. I'm just rambling now, but yeah.
And I think... And it's not all truckers. I know
No.
I've met some that are outstanding drivers,
But
and
they're falling off.
and that's what it is. They're drivers.
As they retire, they're falling away, and we got these new people coming in that literally they go through a Swift training or something like that. They're, you know, they have no experience.
think they're King Kong.
Zero experience, and they let them go out there on their own, and that's what you get. So
Yeah. So, if we hurt feelings, I don't care. I know what you're talking about, but I'm new and keep to myself. A lot of the old school truckers dislike the new guys. Well, I've met, and you know, the guys that you see that have like the really nice Peterbilts or the really nice Kenworths. You know, they've put some pride in their truck. You can tell, and they drive like it, and they conduct themselves like it. You know, when I first started this, I pulled into the back with the trucks every time because I thought that's what we were supposed to do. Somebody showed me the front parking for RVs, and
which you can use both, but
Right.
yeah,
but if you know we have a shorter trailer like what we have on right now, we could get out front no problem,
Yeah.
and it's fine. But I've had some great experiences with truckers, and it's, you know, the old dudes that have been doing this for 40 years, and they're not jerks. And they're like, oh, that's cool. What are you doing? What's your rate per mile? What's this? How often are you out? How's the load board? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you get people that are like, you know, these brand new guys that you can tell straight off the streets, never had a job in their life. And now they're driving these 80,000 pound trucks, and they're like, RV transport. You're not a driver.
yeah. Jeff W. said it all. I mean, he's a driver, and he said it all right there. So
Okay, I'll catch up to that in just a second then. Why is it truckers fly through construction zones? There you go.
the reason is because of ELDs. That's the exact reason why they do it, because
Yeah.
they put the hammer on the floor no matter where they're
And
going.
they don't let off.
School zones, work zones, it does not matter if they're like Jeff W. said, or not Jeff W. Somebody said they had a 62 mile an hour truck, but they keep it at 62 no matter what. If you have a 62 mile an hour truck, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them do, and it's stupid. So
Yeah, I don't know how many times I'll pass a semi, and then I hit a construction zone, and he's 2 feet off my bumper.
yep.
And I'm doing like, it says 55. I set the cruise at 58.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on my bumper trying to push me. As soon as the construction zone is over, I walk away from him again.
Yep.
You can't give up 30 seconds. Come on, man.
Yep.
Let's see. Hey guys, what's up? Just signed a dynamic yesterday on the second load. Thank you for all your info and videos. Glad I could help.
Pretty sure he was talking to me. No,
Probably. You and your flip-flops.
my flip flops and my shorts.
My truck is governed at 62, so I'm sure you guys have passed me. Probably.
No, I would never pass anybody doing 62.
I'm a trucker, and there's a lot of drivers out there that need to have a CDL. These trucking schools nowadays will pass anyone. Oh, that don't need to have a CDL. Yes, Jeff nailed that. Let's see. That's called a steering wheel holder. Yes.
Yep, there's a big difference between steering wheel holders and truck drivers. Big
Bingo.
difference.
I saw a semi on its side in Kentucky once I got the truck out of the shop today. Oh, Chris, what's going on? I'm glad you got your truck back on the road. That's great. My dad, my youngest brother, and I all drive. My brother still drives. There are a couple companies that have nothing but people for drivers. Usually the older guys are pretty cool. Yes.
I think you could say that one.
I got demonetized for. Well, I'm not going to say it again.
Well, don't say it again. Yeah, I was just gonna say, well, don't tell. Just tell me later.
I think I told you about that live I did.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a.
Yeah. Oh, do you gentlemen think it's worth to get into haul and tow or have a trailer for multiple haul RVs? Right now, I do single pull. Well, I've done all of it. I've done haul and tow. That's what I started work with 5 years ago. It's great. You make better money. Biggest thing that I don't know. I got to the point where I just wanted to slow down, so I just started doing singles. So like when I'm headed back to pick up the next load or whatever, I can stop and dink around, you know. With the haul and tow or the flatbed side, you're pretty much working the whole time. But I've been out on the road for most of my life in flatbed semi and now doing this. But I definitely like the haul and tow the best out of everything, because you don't have a 53-foot trailer behind you all the time. So, but yeah, if you're just out here and you just want to work 2 weeks, go home for a week or whatever, definitely the way to go. Definitely would be a flatbed.
Yeah, you know, you guys know I've been back and forth on do the multi-haul, don't. Do the multi-haul, don't. And yeah, there's more money. Weekend Trucking did a breakdown video, you know, a cost analysis, pay difference.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was spot on.
The only here's, let me interrupt you for a second. Right now, I mean, if you take a bigger unit, right now they're giving that 40 extra cent incentive. So right now you're not making that much more.
What, 60 cents?
Yeah,
more?
about six, or I think it's probably 230 or 250. I don't know for the multi-haul, but so you're making 50 or 70 cents more, which is it's still quite a bit, but you know.
Well, is it though? Because now you're hauling more weight.
Well, not really. You're really not that heavier, like with these big fifth wheels.
Well, it's an 8,000-pound trailer, right?
Right, but then you got 2 or 3 3,500 pounders or 3,000 pounders or 2,800.
I guess we did the smaller one. Yeah.
Really, it's not a huge weight difference.
About the same weight as a 45-footer, 44-footer.
Yeah.
That didn't sound good.
Oh, it's a Ford. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. Fords are junk. You got to get that V6 big piston Cummins.
Yes. Stop with that.
Someone's not going to get the joke.
Probably anybody except for anybody that might have read that comment.
Let's see. I do orientation drive exams with Horizon on the 29th. Looking forward to bumping into you, Casey and Chris, chatting and learning from you guys. Great. You know, I've said I don't know how many times, if you see me, say hi. You know, I several times I've, you know, I sit down and I'm not always, you know, on my Instagram. You know, I'm texting with family or taking care of, you know, some club stuff or whatever, and I'll open Instagram in the morning and there's a message. Hey, I saw you at such and such truck stop. Come say hi. I've never turned anyone away. I had one that was an awkward experience, but I've never turned anyone away from a conversation. Oh, yeah, Ratchet. No one cares.
Matthew, no, that's not me. I only got 467 on mine.
I like the Cummins, but hate the transmission. I've heard the icing is good. I don't know.
Who'd you hear that from? A Dodge guy?
We love our Fords, all three of
I'm
us.
just kidding. It doesn't matter. They all work the same.
Essentially, you know, everyone's got their little problems. Some more than others. And I said in my other video, there's no flawless truck. Sometimes you get a great truck. You know, you've got 460 and had almost zero issue. I've got
2 pipes now. I just blew another one.
I've got 248 and I've had more issues than you. Still, I haven't had none of mine have been bad issues.
No, just
but I've had more issues.
Everything's gonna have a little tinkering. I've been pretty lucky though. What does high mileage helper mean? Say hi, but use your words.
Say hi, but use your words.
I'm confused.
Oh, he knows the story. I told you about the truck stop in Arizona.
I don't think so.
I know I told you.
Maybe.
I probably wasn't. The restroom.
Yeah. I probably wasn't listening to you though.
You never do.
It happens a lot.
No. Chris, what's the biggest truck you would go with as a non-CDL?
A non-CDL 3/4 ton, really.
Yeah.
I mean, because that keeps your GBW on the truck itself lower. So
3/4 and airbags.
So yeah, 3/4 and airbags. I mean, yeah, for sure. Because then you'd be able to. I mean, I think they're at like 10.5 or 11 or I don't know for sure, but they're pretty low. So that'd keep you up into where you could do a.
Well, isn't Julie's like 9 something?
No, it's in the 10s.
Okay.
Yeah, but it would keep you. Yeah, it would keep you to where you could pull 15,000 pound or 15,000 pound GBW trailer non-CDL. So yeah, I would say 3/4 ton.
You know what, Doug? I did a video on that. What was it? 3/4 ton, 1 ton, ton and a half, long bed, short bed, dually. What do I need? Or something along that line.
Yeah, I remember that video. Yeah, I was there.
We did that in Avoca.
Avoca.
Ison feels like a slush box, but it'll pull anything. Okay. I don't know. I have zero Cummins experience. Oh, yeah. 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 I know it was a quick hey, but it was a pleasure meeting you in Sparks a few weeks back. Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes you guys are going to come up and I'll talk to you and I got to run, but I'll say hi for a minute. I'll make a couple minutes. That's the issue.
It's best.
The issue with ELD.
Well, yeah, it's best if you're going to catch him. It's best to when you do catch him, just catch him on the 10-hour off, because then he'll have, you know. Yeah. I'm just going to tell him. Then you'll have a couple hours to spare with him.
It's true. It's true, because I only sleep for like 6 or 7.
Unless you can't stand them, then it'll be like 15 minutes. Just kidding.
I only sleep for 6 or 7 hours. Chris loves running with me.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
Chris, you awake? Shut up.
Yeah, we definitely run different hours, but we still both run hard. So
other than GM, Ford, and Ram are both good. Take care of them and they will last. People in this chat have had personal issues with GM. Yeah, I've had personal issues with GM. I've been a Chevy guy my whole life. I still own the Suburban and I love the Suburban, and I catch all sorts of flack all day about it. But I'll never buy a Duramax, and that's just me. My opinion, my experience.
Doug Gilmore, why do you say you can't do fifth wheels at the moment?
What? Oh, probably doesn't have a.
Maybe it doesn't have a slider.
Yeah, that. Let's see.
It's getting really dark.
Yeah. Yeah. Do your dome lights come on without the key on?
The key's on.
Oh, that works. Kind of.
Actually, let me. Here, I'll do. Oh, I gotta push it the other way.
There we go.
A little bit better.
Something. Let's see. Hey, Johnny Mac. I say it depends on what day the truck was built and how new. Yeah, I mean that's perfect. You know, just like these campers, you can tell the campers that were built at Beer 30 on a Friday.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'll bet trucks are the same.
Well, yes and no. I mean, most trucks are built by robots. So.
True.
Unless the robots are getting drunk, then I don't know.
Skynet.
Well, yeah, Horizon will get you a ELD if you want it.
For all you don't know, it's National Beer Day, so have yourself one. Oh, how about that? I have a 2016 Shortback can. Oh, yeah, we just covered that. Hi, Casey just joined. Hey, Frank, what's going on? Half-ton GMs are great. Yeah, I love the Chevy gas engine. I do. Yeah, I love the Chevy gas engine. I'll just never buy another diesel. I know, you don't.
Oh, I don't care. I wouldn't personally own one, but that doesn't mean nobody else can't.
True. You know, and part of it's just kind of brand loyalty.
It is.
And, you know, if we don't flick each other crap back and forth every day.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one, too. But anyway. Johnny Mac. Yeah, they'll get you an ELD. I didn't already answer this, but if you want one, I mean, there's not that much stuff. Just so you know, I mean, you might use that ELD. What do you use it per year, maybe?
Maybe 12.
Maybe 12 times.
The thing is, though, usually they're really good paying. So
sometimes. But sometimes
they're crap.
Yeah.
I've had some crap.
I don't do ELD, so I don't prefer them.
Oh, Doug still has his truck set up for pilot car with an L tank, and that's why he can't do fifth wheels.
What was it? I didn't.
He's got a bunch of stuff in his bed for pilot car service.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, just get a regular tank and get you a slider, and you can do fifth wheels. It really opens a lot of doors when you have a fifth wheel. I wouldn't want to do this job. A lot of people do it too. A lot of people just do bumper pulls, but I wouldn't want to do it.
No.
So,
well,
there's too many times where you're gonna be like, like there's a perfect load leaving where you're at, or.
Well, and here's the other thing. It's not that difficult to get a CDL.
No.
And that opens up a lot of doors too. Even if you don't do ELD and you still played at 26, like Chris.
Yeah.
Just having the CDL opens up doors.
Yeah, because it's rare that I can even get over 26,000 actual pounds. You know,
yeah, I've only done it a couple times, and that's because my truck weighs more than yours.
Right. And my truck only weighs like 9,200 pounds or something like that, fully loaded. So, I mean, I'd have to have math is hard. Like, I'd have to have a 17,000 actual pound fifth wheel, which I'm sure I've hooked onto a couple of them, but just go.
Just send it.
Easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Well, and I weigh like 1,100 pounds more than you.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been over a couple times. You know, like when we did those Van Lays.
Yeah.
The first set we did together, I was over.
I just did one of those same exact one though.
Well, yeah, I was only over by like 100 and something pounds.
Oh, okay. So then I was just under legal.
Yeah, I scaled it and it was like 26 and some change.
Dooley Depot or Dan's Hitch?
Dan's Hitch.
I used both. Just be quite frank with you. Dooley Depot seems to be very, very much easier to get into.
Yeah.
There's a reason. They have two. Yeah, it could be a reason, but I've never had them fail me. I mean, I've used them for a couple things.
No, I've used Dooley Depot, and they took care of me, but their prices were much higher than Dan's.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, my mud flap...
I never bought anything
My mud flap was like $400.
Really? Because mine's 100.
Well, I did the ones on the dually fender as well, so I did 3.
Well, that's a lot of work. I mean, that's a lot of mud flaps. That's like...
It's not 4 times the mud flaps.
No. But you did both, the two and then the one big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not bad. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's not going to be a huge difference either way. I use them
Horizon
both.
does not hire Canadian drivers. I did not know that.
I did not know that either, but I have not ever met. Now that they said that, I have never met one that was most of the Canadian. Actually, everybody that I've met from Canada was. It's like just a little odd name, you know.
I've met two.
I'm not gonna say no name, but it's a different name.
Yeah.
Like it's not one of the
Not
big
one that we
names.
see all the time.
Right.
Because they probably come to Indiana and go to Canada.
Right. Which makes sense.
Because
But
we don't run that route. But
we don't run what route?
Indiana to Canada.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Oh, we as in you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. You don't. Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant we as in Horizon.
No. And I assumed Horizon would hire Canadian drivers because we take loads to Canada all the time.
Yeah, that's weird. It probably has something to do with insurance or something stupid.
Yeah, Team RV Express will take Canadian drivers. Most of our drivers are from Canada and deliver there. There you go.
There you go.
Bam.
Team. I've seen a lot of Team.
I almost went on with them.
Yeah.
It was them, Bennett, and Horizon. Horizon was the first one.
They're all pretty good companies. I mean, they're all
Yeah.
the same. You know, it's like some are smaller than the others, but I don't know. I don't think it really matters what company you work for. I treat everybody the same. So,
Doug, my truck is over 10K. So is mine. I did call Chris. Oh, Chris James, not Chris you.
I was gonna say I didn't get no phone call.
Got my CDL last week, but have a 3/4 ton for now. See, well, Johnny, you might want to stick with that 3/4. Because if you're CDL and you're running a truck that weighs low 9s, high 8s, your door is open for a lot of loads.
Yeah, you don't need that much truck to do this job. I mean, you just don't.
No, your wife's running a 3/4 ton.
Yeah. But she doesn't do anything big, so
Yeah.
that's why. But you still don't. I mean,
Hi, Daniel and Chris. I guess I'm chop liver. Fifth wheels usually pull much nicer than bumper pulls. Yes. I always thought that triple axle was the way to go. I've learned today that it's not. I think that's a big part of that is the way the trailer was loaded, and you guys will see that in the video coming up in a couple days.
yeah, fifth wheels. I would much rather pull a fifth wheel any day than a
Yes.
bumper pull, especially if there's any kind of wind. I mean, it doesn't matter.
All right, Ratchet. I'll be home Saturday for church, so I'll see you at church Saturday. I did the same. It was Indiana, Team RV, and Wave. Team RV called me first, then Wave called 3 hours later. Yeah, mine wasn't quite that good. Mine was Bennett and Team RV and Horizon. Horizon got me in first. Bennett said they'd get me in, but never called me back. And I've been working for Horizon for like 6 months. And Team RV finally called me like, oh, when would you want to do orientation? No. Team RV, just cover us when there is an RV, but not when you are empty. Seems an issue, do you think? No, we're the same. Horizon's the same. That's why we have to have the unladen policy. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I didn't hear the question. I was daydreaming.
Team RV will cover them for insurance while they're loaded, but if they're unloaded, they do not.
That's correct. Yeah, it's the same as us. I mean, I don't think they cover our truck, but they cover the load.
High mileage helper, what's your favorite thing to do while on the road? I listen to a lot of music. I've done a lot of audiobooks, and I do a lot of phone calls. A majority of my phone calls are dealing with club stuff. You know, we're nationwide, and so I'm talking to people back and forth all over the country on that a lot. Hauled a 38-foot Salem Hemisphere today, and is heavy on the tongue. They pull great, but fifth wheels are the best. Yes.
38-foot Salem. Is that a
park model? Steve, I was just giving you a hard time, man. Dateline murder mystery, good time passer. Huh. Team RV does not require unladen insurance, but they don't cover you when you're not loaded.
I don't know.
That seems weird.
Yeah, I don't understand what, I mean, we don't have unladen. We have bobtail insurance. We don't pay for anything
To
it
do
has
with
to
the
do
load.
to do with the load. So
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we don't have unladen insurance. They don't make us buy it either, I guess, is what the answer.
Isn't that the $1 million?
No, that's just bobtail though.
Isn't
That
what,
only
isn't that what
covers us.
unladen is, though?
That only covers us when we're
Isn't
bobtail.
unladen and bobtail the same thing?
No, unladen would be like you don't have a load. Once you have a BOL, you're laden.
Oh.
So I think that's what they mean by that.
Let's see. Do I recommend gravity feed or pump? Gravity. I've heard of people having issues with gravity.
The Dodges, I'm going to tell you right now, the Dodges have more problems than the others because they have that fuel cap that doesn't have a fuel cap. It's that little push down thing. So from what I understand, they'll actually overflow.
Oh.
Because of the weight. Like if your tank's full, the weight of the pressure of it will actually overflow them. So I've heard that. I don't know for sure.
I lost my spot.
I'll prefer you to have it, but not required. Okay. Yeah, I'm not.
Not a park model, just a regular 4-slide travel trailer.
I did one of those one time. I think it was a 38 also. I was just wondering if that one was a park model.
Working too many hours at Amazon. Well, I have been keeping you busy the last week.
Yeah, me too.
Remember, like I said in the beginning, me and him have this big thing going on in June, and Amazon has been our friend. I think I looked the other day. I have 16 orders placed over the last week and a half.
That ain't nothing.
So you're welcome, Steve.
Terry Brown. Hello, guys. Hello.
What's going on, Terry? Well, we're finally caught up in the chat.
Just new one just popped up.
Nope. If you're on your way back for an assigned load, then you are unladen. But if you're just rolling down the road, you're a bobtail. I think that's how it works. I think that's what you just said.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
in different terms, but yeah, it's when you're bobtail. So, bobtail means you don't have a load on you. You're not hooked to anything.
I see that with the Dodges. However, if you have the check valve, you should be good. Haven't had an issue yet. Keyword yet.
Yeah, I've heard something about that check valve deal, but see, like ours, they just plumb straight in there with a T that comes
I have a check
off.
valve.
Oh, you do? See, I don't.
I got the RDS kit.
So do I. But I don't
The
have a
RDS
check
kit.
valve.
So the nipple that the hose hooks on from your auxiliary, it has a float ball in it. If you jingle it, you hear it. Dat, 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 dat.
Okay, but what does that do?
It's full of air, so when the diesel gets up there, it pushes that up and shuts the valve.
Oh, okay. I see what. Oh, maybe I do have one then. I don't know for sure, honest. No, I don't, because actually, if I fill my tank all the way up, like to the brim, and sit overnight, it'll actually leak out of the top of the tank just a little bit out of the overflow.
Really?
Yep. I mean, they'll sometimes be just a little tiny bit, but you know, if I'm going to leave my truck sitting for any amount of time, I just shut that valve off.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I got locked out of my load board today. Uh-oh.
That happens a lot. What'd you get locked out for? What'd you do?
Were you a bad? Were you a bad? So that flow has to be mount real level. Is this the secret? My float is mounted almost vertical, as close to straight up and down as we could get it. I couldn't believe that. I had this truck for like 3 days, and I drilled 13 holes in the bed, cut the fuel neck in half.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
It hurt. It was very pretty when it was brand new.
Was.
Yeah, now it's just
Now it's just
that's just a road dog.
Now it's just an old worn out truck. like the rest of us.
My quarterly report, forgot to sign it. Whoopsie. Mine leaks little even with the valve shut off. Oh. Still working on that.
What's the quarterly report?
IFTA?
I need to know.
Because if you're flatbed,
Oh, yeah, I don't know what this.
right. So
person
if
is,
you're
so.
flatbed, then Horizon
Oh,
covers your
maintenance.
IFTA.
Maintenance, yeah. That's every
that's
month.
monthly.
Yeah, that's monthly. But yeah, I think there's actually a problem going on right now because mine's got a warning on there too. So I think there's actually, because this has happened before too, and I just call them in the morning and they'll fix it.
So Johnny, still working on that.
Oh, he said theirs is quarterly.
Oh.
Okay, so you're not with Horizon. Okay.
Still working on that. It's hard to get a hold of people in the Elkhart office or Walker-Roos office. They don't like to answer their phones. So I'm still working on it, waiting to see what's going on. Synergy is quarterly. My 99 leaks as well, and with the RDS. Okay. Well, how about that? It's a different truck.
That's a 6 liter.
Mm-hmm. They do sound pretty. That makes 2 of us, Johnny Mac. I hope they do the right thing too. You know, and like I said in the video, I tried to just handle it myself. Like, hey, you guys screwed up. You admitted it. I did the recall. It did it again. Make this right. No, have your company call us. Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, Howard, we were talking about one driving by. So I know your 99's a 7.3.
Yeah, there was a 6.0 driving by, and they do sound great.
Yeah.
That whistle that comes out of the 6.0 is magnificent. That's a word.
That's a new word you just made up.
Yep. I'm driving down from California to get my new 2021 350 Platinum dually outfitted for RV transport. I'll be in Elkhart by tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're going to go get that whole thing outfitted, I would say Dan's
Yeah,
too.
if
But
you-
you better call and see if you can get an appointment or something because they're always backed way up. So
Yep. I'm getting electric pump for my tank. It leaks out of the overflow as well. Okay. I just used Dan Shits yesterday because Dually Depot was out and Dan was higher, but Mr. Dan is a super nice guy. Really? That's the first time I've heard someone say that they were more expensive. I mean, I'm not saying that you're a liar. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I've never heard anyone say that.
that's the experience I had too, honestly. But I wasn't going to say anything because I had that same experience.
Maybe
but,
I just had a weird experience then.
But I have been noticing that Dually Depot is out of everything all the time, so I don't know why. And there is 2 Dually Depots too, in case you guys didn't know. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
there's one in Elkhart and then there's one in Goshen. So
Chris, you want to field that one from Joni?
what? Did you complete the Horizon survey? If so, what were your top 3 concerns, if you don't mind saying? I did complete it, but I did it like the day it came out, so I don't even remember the questions, honestly.
I started trying to fill it out and my internet crashed. I never went back in.
Lies. It's lies. He told me he didn't want to do it. It's lies. It's all lies. Yeah, so I honestly couldn't answer that with truth. So the one thing I did complain about is I think they should be able to bring back gooseneck trailers instead of having to have a shipshe type low bed. Because if they'd bring back goosenecks, then I would be doing that also. So
Yeah, I really don't want to yank the bed off my truck.
yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I don't. I mean, it hurt to yank the tailgate off and cut the wiring harness.
Well,
in
you
half.
tore half of it off already, so you might as well just complete it.
Ow!
We'll just wrap a chain around and tear the rest of it off.
Why not?
We'll use your next load. You love losing that $1,500 deposit.
You're being mean.
I know, but I was born that way.
The 6, It's true. Okay, what would be your top 3 concerns? What would be my top 3 concerns?
Concerns or complaints? I mean, I have a.
I think that not. I'm gonna start this with, I get why they did it, but I think it's dumb that we can't self-dispatch out of Indiana. We can only self-dispatch
Well,
off the reload board.
I
No, I
bet-
get why. There's a
I
couple
better
bad
shut up
apples.
about that because Horizon has nothing to do with, you know, who has been there longer or anything like
Right.
that. But I honestly think if you make it to the top 100, I think you should be able to, or maybe the top 200 or something like that. Because I get it that, you know, a lot of the newer drivers, they'll just push a button because they get all antsy and excited, like, oh, I want that, you know, and they're a week away or something,
Right.
you know, and so I will agree with you to an extent.
Or at least get rid of the 24-hour stuff.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, 20. Well, that kind of comes and goes though.
Right.
It depends on how busy they are. So, which makes sense because if somebody can't be there to pick it up within 3 days, they want it moved now. So they're gonna pick the person that's closer. So I
My
get that.
biggest concern, and I've done a video on this, and I will stand by it. I don't care who calls me from the office. The people in the office need to be educated and know how to do their job. And I'm not
Yes.
talking about dispatchers. I'm talking about compliance. I'm talking about safety. I'm talking about accidents.
Yeah.
I'm talking about breakdown. These people don't know their jobs, and that's because they cycle them around and they don't get enough time to learn their job.
Yeah.
By the time they're competent and confident, they get moved to a different division.
Yep. Yeah, they do way too much moving around, and I agree. I do agree with that. That would be
Number 1.
a top concern. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that.
You know, that hate email I got for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think another concern is orientation. Orientation
Yes.
needs to be a little more,
Little longer than a half hour.
a little longer than a half hour. It needs to be 2 or 3 days, full days. And they need to actually teach people how to do the logbooks, how to hook up to trailers,
Especially if you're not ELD.
how to use their load bars properly. And that's the other problem is, you know, people use everything improper. And I think it causes a lot of people to have problems on the road, whether it be an accident or things of, things of that nature. Logbook violations, yada, yada, yada. I mean, I think that a little bit more training, I know, they got to get them in, get them down the road. But I think that would be, I think what he said be number 1 concern. Number 2, I think, would be orientation.
Yeah, I mean, my first load, I almost had a logbook violation because all they said was,
here you go.
you have to take a 30-minute break. I said, cool. So I was down to like 45 minutes because I just drove my 8 hours. I just went. And I was down to like 40 something minutes, and I whipped into a truck stop. I did my 30-minute. As soon as it hit 30, I started rolling again, and it said violation approaching, and I was down to 9 minutes now, and no one had told me that your 30 minutes has to be off duty.
Yeah.
Now that's not a thing now. They've changed it as long as it's 30 minutes not driving. But at that time, I took it as I'm on duty now. I'm on duty, but I'm not driving. That's my 30-minute. Because the way I understood orientation was off duty was only for your 10 and your 34. Which 100% my fault, but why did they not teach that?
And I agree with the unfinished business on the Dan's Hitch thing. I had that same thing happen. They would never get a hold of me, get back to me on something.
Yeah.
And
I
actually went to Dooley Depot after that and ordered what I needed. So.
No, I had that same problem with mine when I had to replace my head plate. They did have the hitch parts. Did I miss anything else? Goosenecks. Okay. So we have top 2 concerns. Sorry. Weight distribution hitch was 70 more at Dan's.
Wait till you read the next one.
But I really like Dan's service. Tim, the Ford is nothing but a recycled butt wiper. I mean, sure, I guess, but what does that make a Dodge? Because like I said, how many people do you see having DPF issues with Dodge? How many people have number 5 and 6 windowing the block? As we just heard in there, while the icing will pull anything, it's a sloppy transmission. The front ends fall apart. I think they fixed their rear end problem. They're holding together.
I don't like anything about them, so I can just disagree with that.
Sounds like continuity is the issue. I would say Johnny Mac is on. And it's not that these people are getting fired; they're just getting moved.
Yeah, that's the thing. They do move them around, so which is fine. I get it. They need to figure it out, but
yeah, are these people requesting to be moved?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, are they taking a jump in pay, or I don't know, or are they just like playing musical chairs in there? I don't know.
They need orientation for the office positions.
Yeah.
Chris, what would be a better airbag for a Ram since you got one for your Ford?
Honestly, I just bought one of the cheapest set they had at Dan's.
You bought the only one that anyone had in stock.
Well, yes, but it was the cheapest one still. I mean,
yeah.
So it's just they're air.
I did a video on it.
Yeah, you have to go back and look at that video. I don't remember
the video was called "Too Much Trailer."
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I mean, I've had those, it's been 100 and some thousand miles. I keep them right at 50 pounds. I've never let the air out. I never put any air in. They're right at 50 pounds. They've stayed aired up the whole time. And then, when you put weight on them, they go up a little bit in poundage. So, yeah. So.
Let's see, both complaints, concerns of mine, office communication and personnel in Indiana. Why are they so snotty? Yes, the office personnel need to be educated. I call the emails nastygrams. It's not wrong.
Yeah, some of them are.
No, and I've talked to people in the office that are just great people.
You also have to remember, a lot of those emails are they're just go out.
Just generated?
They're generated. They're computer generated. So a lot of them are just a whatever you'd call that. But so we all get the same exact emails, but a lot of them aren't. So some of them are, some of them aren't.
Orientation needs to be more in depth and mirror the West. I didn't do the West Coast orientation. I wonder if it is a little better.
I heard it's easier, but I don't know.
Well, and they're probably getting less people through.
Yeah.
So they can actually do.
They might be able to do more with them. Yeah, interact.
What would be the best sliding fifth wheel hitch? I have no idea.
The kind that slides.
The kind that slides. There you go.
Airlift, yeah. Frank said it.
Nothing wrong with my Ram. Martin Ace Hardware in Middlebury.
No, there's nothing wrong with Rams, and we're just giving you all a hard time. I mean, it doesn't matter. To each his own, honestly.
Yeah, and really, a lot of it comes down to preference.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw, I spent months on YouTube. I spent months in the Facebook groups, and I saw who was having more issues with their trucks, and I just steered away from that.
They all have their problems, and they all have their good ones. I mean, and it also matters how you treat them. If you're holding it on the floor everywhere you go, pulling 15,000 pounds, they're not going to last.
Nope.
So, you back your foot out of them going up hills and stuff like that. Just because it'll do 100 miles an hour doesn't mean you need to. So
there you go.
They're all good.
I said this a couple months ago too. Dispatchers need road time to see what we go through.
Yeah.
Be a driver and then move into the office when you want to.
Yep. I agree with that too.
Because
I think they should have to go for a ride along for a week.
I'm not putting one of them in my truck.
Well, I'm not either. But
I mean, the passenger seat, sure, but figure it out where you're sleeping. Because a huge majority of these office jobs, they can just work from home, so they don't have to live in Wakarusa.
Yeah.
I drive a Ram, but Ford has been around longer. They're great too. Fords are opposite with me. I like the Super Duty, hate the 5.4 gas.
I don't think really anybody likes 5.4 gas that much, to be honest with you. I mean,
Isn't
I like them. I like them, but they are
Titan.
Yeah, Triton. They're a pain. They blow spark plugs out of the heads, and I don't know. They're all, honestly, anymore everything's junk. I mean,
It's who's less junk.
It's not even that. It's just everybody has their problems. Everybody, all the makers.
Team had a shuttle coordinator that did overrode before taking office job. Great. They all need to. Yeah, to each their own. That's exactly it. You know, I've met people that love their Duramax. I've met people that they can't keep their Duramax on the road.
Yep.
I had 2 of them, couldn't keep them on the road.
And Ford got a really bad rep
with the
6.0s and the 6.4s. I mean, but that wasn't a Ford engine. It wasn't a Ford product. Now that Ford's using a Ford product, I think they're proving themselves very well. So, you know, if I knew what I know now, would I go back and buy a 6-liter? Probably not. Not for this job. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I would rather have a Ram over that. But I'm just saying, anymore, all these new 6.7s, whether it's Dodge or Ford, I'm going to just keep Duramax right out of there. But anyways, whether it's Dodge or Ford, I mean, I've seen them both with over 1 million miles on them, with never been internally touched. So... Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's just, they're all,
you know, Ford has the death wobble.
There's
the other thing.
It doesn't really matter.
They've all got their little their little things that are wrong, and you just have to pick which little wrong things you want to live with.
Yep. And Dodge's Rams are a lot cheaper. You know, so there's that. So it's definitely easier to finance something that's 10 or 15 or even $20,000 cheaper as a brand new vehicle, or even slightly used. So,
with the turnover in this industry, training any company office or driver orientation is the first to get chopped off and considered expendable. Yeah, training and orientation is the first thing they cut, and that's setting your entire company up for failure. Hopefully I can get my orientation in Oregon. I was approved for Horizon last week, getting all my ducks in a row before scheduling. John, you have to call and request Oregon. They will automatically put you in Indiana. No matter, I live 3 hours from the Pendleton yard, and they put me in Indiana. Awesome. Ryan, what's going on, bud? My only issue with Ford is I don't want to have to pull the body off the chassis to work on it.
Then buy a Ram.
Well, if I've seen people saying if certain parts are removed, you can access basically the entire motor without pulling the cap.
Yeah.
Now, removing those parts is illegal. Don't do it. John, are you the Camping World guy? What?
You? Are you John?
No.
I don't see a John on there.
Is Daniel's truck a diesel? No, he actually, it's a hybrid EV.
Oh, I do see a John.
He's been putting a lot of work into it, and yeah, it's a very productive hybrid EV. I'm very, very impressed. Great job, Daniel. Viper trucks for towing? No.
Has to be able to tow itself before it can tow a trailer.
They can tow itself really good. That's it.
I rode in it. You got to remember that.
That exhaust is a little excessive.
That's stupid. It's annoying.
But it sounds magical.
It's annoying like the owner. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Actually, it can't tow itself. No, the crew cab can tow itself. The crew cab is rated for 7,500 pounds.
I don't think that's what he meant.
and it weighs 5,600. So it's close, but it can pull itself.
Auto flex suspension system. I'm not sure which
I've
one
not heard of
is.
that. And Ryan, we learned later it had plug catalytic converters. I will rematch you anytime.
And I'll do it in my Power Stroke.
Yeah, you got the fancy button though. And 1,800 pound-feet of torque. Once.
Yeah, that's probably about all of I handle too at this many miles.
Well, guys, we are going to wrap this up in a couple minutes. We are at 1 hour and 10 minutes, and
I ain't done making fun of you yet.
oh, well, that's fine. They don't need to watch that. They don't need to watch this abusive relationship.
Oh,
I can't believe how we linked up.
yeah.
When that video drops, you guys are going to love this. You're not going to believe how this week has gone. It was.
I mean, we kind of knew that we were going to, but we didn't know we were going to like that.
Yeah.
So
We knew we were about the same time going to be going to about the same place, but the way it happened was ridiculous. Can you make money picking up in Indiana, go 1,000 miles, and come back empty for another one? Sure.
it's all I do, man.
Actually, yeah. That's
80 to 90% of all my work is one way. Back to Indiana. Sometimes I'll find something back, but that's mostly all I do.
No, you can't use a Suburban for towing. Not in this job.
I know. I wanted to use a Excursion so bad because then I could sleep in
You
there.
have all
I'd
the
like,
sleepings.
I'd have like all the sleeper room. And you can get them in a diesel. So
Everyone's just agreeing with you. Tic-Tac-Toe is back, went through an online orientation, and I think they skipped a lot of info that I believe one needs. My first run, I was emailing, texting, and calling about this and about that. Bingo! Should I get airbags for rear suspension? What kind of truck do you have?
I didn't have them for. I had a 1 ton, but I didn't have them for what? First 2 years of my truck. Well, no. I guess about the first year of owning my truck, I didn't have any. Yeah, sometimes it would squat a little bit, but
Ooh! Kevin, email me. Go into any one of my videos, my email is in there, or hit me up on Instagram.
he likes the Suburban. You email me.
I'll pass the information along.
How many miles is on it, Kevin?
Yeah. That would make June interesting.
For who?
Both of us at that point.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have to work on your Chevy the whole time we're gone.
You're going to laugh when your Jeep windows the block out
It
there.
probably will. It's a Dodge, so I ain't expecting it to last. But it'll be fun getting to that point. That's all I'm
Lots
saying.
of wind on the mic.
Oh, windows down.
Yeah, the wind just picked up a couple minutes ago.
We fixed it.
Okay, it's better.
Oh, it's probably that reefer actually that they're hearing.
Oh, yeah. Dude just pulled in with a reefer.
We'll fix it.
There. Everything's better now. Oh, sounds weird now.
Yeah, it's too quiet. I have a V10 Excursion as well. Okay, well, let me know both of them.
I'm not interested in that V10.
I want the V10 because I want to make this truck bad.
So you just want a body.
Well, eventually, yes. I would like to know the numbers on both of them if you email him. If well, you didn't say the V10 was for sale, so, but anyway.
John Coughlin, check out Autoflex for that. Okay. Joni, thanks. Awesome. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that reefer. I could see that sounding like wind noise from a cell phone camera
Because
microphone.
the wind's not blowing terrible.
No, it's just a light,
It is coming through there, though.
light little breeze. Yeah, keep yours down because the mic's over here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think, oh, I bought it to put a 12 valve Cummins in
Yeah.
it, but it's for sale. Okay, yeah, email me the information on it, and maybe we'll see what happens. That's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. I really do. And as always, those of you out on the roads, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Take care and have a great day.
Bye.